Live LIXX between 5 and 6. Our sponsor, Secrets in Ocean City, Maryland, invites you to come out today for half price jerk chicken and steamed shrimp. That's the happy hour special, and half price entrees as well. Are you going to get a dinner tonight, Maddie?
I think I might.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What did you get?
I like the jerk chicken Alfredo.
No, I'm in the mood for I'm in the mood for a steak.
Okay.
Yeah, I like a steak. That's the type of entree. Let's ask Ted real quick. Ted, what kind of food do you like to eat when you're going out for a discounted dinner?
A discounted dinner?
Yeah. What's your thing? Are you a seafood guy? Are you a?
We've talked about this recently. I have to be in the mood for seafood. I love seafood. Growing up here, I love seafood, but I have to be in the mood for seafood. I can always do a steak or a pork chop.
Yeah,
or
a pork
chicken,
chop.
some kind of chicken entree.
There's a pork chop entree at Secrets. I've never had it before,
yeah?
but I've heard it's really, really, really good.
We should go eat pork chops immediately after this.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a threat. Go eat pork chops. Yeah? Yes, it is. Yeah, we're off. Sounds good. We're in the studio for Live LIXX. Check out our sponsor, Secrets in Ocean City on 49th Street. In the studio tonight, we have Ted Bowne. Here's some kind words. A man, a husband, a musician, a band member, a radio man. I believe his father was on NPR. He's a producer. There's a lot to say about Ted. He graduated from SCAD with a degree in sound design back in 2006. Since then, he's been touring with his band Pacifier, producing music for the band and other artists in various studios such as Sonic Ranch and Tough Gong. In 2019, Ted and his wife Brianna, she's also in the industry, relocated from Florida to Princess Anne, Maryland, where the Pacifier studio was born. Whether you listen to Ted's radio show on Ocean 98, his band Pacifier, him as a solo artist, or one of the acts from Pacifier, it's easy to see why quotes like this exist. One of my favorite bands to ever come through the studio was Article Sound System, and they said this on the gram. A trip to Pacifier, good friends charge you up like one of them fancy USB-C fast chargers. Here he is, Ted from Pacifier. Ted, that's called kind words. Did you like it?
Those were so kind, those words.
We work together as a team to put that out there for you. So, welcome to Live LIXX. Welcome back.
It's good to be back. This song called Free Electricity.
Before the invention of the electric light, stars were visible to everyone on every night. Without prevention, whether it's wrong or right, they disappeared in the night sky when the lights got bright. No longer sheltered by the vast night sky, ruled by the glow, catches the eye but sheltered in our legend dome. Artists reading from my homes, replaced by plastic wrapped in highs, held in place by sticky foam. Now we have to go so far away from civilization. Today I see the stars that we've forgotten, is the final cause of all this ideology that we no longer need. But I don't believe it till I see it. I don't believe it, don't believe it, don't believe it till I see it. The calendar, we follow rotation of the moon, overlooked often swallow fed to us by silver spoon. The silent island space at night affected by the moon at night. The story of magnetic love, lost in space, too tired to fight against the ever-growing rift between the stars again. Reason without sounds have been shut down, concepts to a different far side down a tree. Common currency, plastic wrapped because the sky and day. Don't until you see it. I don't believe it, don't believe it, don't believe it till I see it. So far away. So so far away. So far away. So far away. This one's called Rude Boy. If you don't have a reason, if you don't come with the original rhyme, better back this up for next season. Cause right now you're just wasting my time. Gotta stop all that fussing. And please don't put up a fight. Better stop all the pushing and the shoving. Pass the fire to your left or to your right. To your right. To your left and right. To your right. And I know that you call yourself a rude boy. Step to the reason, who's your savior? I know that you got nothing to lose, boy. But for once in your life, do yourself a favor now. To free yourself from hate. Oh God, I'm singing this song to help you escape. Ain't nobody stopping this. Yeah, baby, I said this love someday shall conquer. Got to unite to fight down the monster. Love shall overcome. The work is never done. Rubbing about progression, then you don't have a place behind this microphone. If you got some pent-up aggression, that's something you should deal with on your own. Cause the children of the world, they're listening. Either get smarter every day, but the future depends on the wisdom never giving them. So be mindful of the words you say to the children of the world, they're listening. Either get smarter every day, but the future depends on the wisdom never giving them. So be mindful of the words you say. Save your violence for Revolution Day. When self-defense is the only other way. Stop the dance tomorrow for the day. You got to give thanks and praise now.
The Entertainment Connection, brought to you by Delmarva's premier pre-owned outlet, The Car Store.
Like
Uh-huh.
rave kind of vibe. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that takes place this coming Tuesday, the 23rd. And I don't want to say for the first time ever, but the first time in my tenure, DJ Wax will be the DJ for the evening.
Yeah.
$7.25 Secret Spirit, $7.75 Frozens, and $2 Natties for those of you on a beer budget.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a little bit rude?
It's a little rude, but okay.
It's all right. You're listening to Ocean 98 in the studio. We've got Ted Bowne from the band Pacifier. For me, one of the more interesting things he does, him and his wife live on a farm in Princess Anne, and they've dubbed it the Pacifarm. It's a recording studio on an 8-acre space. It's a destination location experience in the middle of the Eastern Shore, located just hours from New York City, Philadelphia, and Washington, D.C. Check out the Pacifarm. They can accommodate bands of all sizes. You can stay there. You can record there. But I'm going to let the guy who runs the place tell you about it. Ted, what's up with Pacifarm?
Yeah, it's exactly what you said. It's a destination. It's a place to go get away from the city, get away from your friends that might distract you while you're trying to do your creative projects, and come out. And especially during the summertime, we grow food in our garden, so you can eat fresh food.
Let's talk about this garden for a second. What are your? I don't have a huge garden, but I have 100, 200, like let's say let's be generous, 300 square feet of garden.
Okay.
So 3 10x10s, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And are you gardening more or less?
We didn't do it last year. Both of us were on tour last year, but definitely throughout the downtime, the COVID downtime, we were gardening fools. And we were doing we have a 40 by 50.
Ooh, nice.
Plot,
Wow, yeah.
Okay, that's real. That's legit. Yeah.
Other stuff. And we've already started. We have a bunch of stuff growing inside our little sunroom right now. When it gets warm enough, we'll put it out into the garden.
I'm fascinated with gardening. I garden marijuana. I garden vegetables.
It's legal.
I'm doing lettuce this year for the first time. Yeah, and I'm like actual lettuce. No joke.
I'm
not
proud
wink,
to say
wink
I'm gardening
lettuce.
marijuana too.
Yeah, it's
Legally
100%
in Maryland.
Yeah, absolutely. Got 420s this weekend.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Congratulations, folks. We made it.
Congratulations.
It's the first 420 with legal marijuana in Maryland.
Oh,
so.
that's absolutely correct.
Oh wow, I
Yep.
didn't think about that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. People are playing all over the place. If you're around, you should check out the band Muskrat Lightning over at Buxy's on Saturday.
I've heard of them.
They're fun. I'm probably gonna head over there. They got
Okay.
a little bit of a lineup switch up this year. It's gonna be a good time.
All right.
But back to you. You at the Pacifarm since 2000. What 6?
What, Pacifarm?
Pacifarm.
Pacifarm since 2019. Is that when we moved there, babe? 2018.
Yeah.
And we've just it was started out as Pacifier's spot where we were recording, and other bands wanted to come experience it. And we have a pool too, so during the summer, fresh fruit from the garden, and
Gotta have a
swim
pool.
in the pool.
Rock stars in their
Everything
pools.
it's good vibes.
You know, some of the stuff that's come out of Pacifarm. I mean, I don't know when I became aware of you producing and releasing stuff, but I'm acutely aware of it now. And some of my favorite stuff from last year was Little Stranger. That was unbelievable. You had a hand in that, or I don't want to speak out of turn.
Well, Little Stranger, the track that you just played, Stash, that's our track.
Oh.
I wrote that song, and
Okay.
then we invited them to be a feature on that song,
Awesome.
which I was super stoked that they agreed to it
Yeah.
because they're awesome performers, and they're also blowing up right now. So the fact that
They are
gave us
blowing up
their
Yeah.
big time.
juju.
Yeah. I was saying to Maddie, that's what's so fun is to meet people on the way up the escalator, because you meet them here and they're so
They're just
green.
like, hey, what's
and then
up?
you see
Yeah.
them all over the internet, and you're like, yeah, man. Yeah.
Within the reggae rock scene, which they're not even really reggae rock, they're more hip hop. They throw some reggae into it, but the reggae rock scene has embraced hip hop and definitely boosted them and Dirty Heads and the other hip hop style acts as well. So.
I noticed last year I was talking to Cody from the Harbor Boys, and I was like, "Does everybody have a rap now?" And then I started paying attention. I was like, "Everybody's laying
Yeah, did you hear mine?
Yeah, I know. Yes, definitely.
I got to tell you, that track, I was not going to do a rap track. I was never planning on doing a Pacifier rap track, but that was actually Slug's idea. He was like, I'll rap on a track with you guys if you rap. Because we toured with them a couple summers ago. So he was like, yeah, we asked him to be on the track. He said, yeah, I'll do it, but you got to rap too. And when I sent him my rap version of it before I sang, I sort of sing-rapped it. But when I sent him the rap version, he said it sounds like hieroglyphics and De La Soul, all the things that I was influenced by growing up. So
I got a
it was
80s,
cool.
90s sort of a Beastie Boys vibe out of it, and I was like, okay, it's time for that to come back around.
Absolutely.
I was happy for it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We're talking with Ted from the band Pacifier. He's also got a recording studio called the Pacifarm. Is there a website for Pacifarm, Ted?
For Pacifarm, we're just on Instagram at Pacifarm.
Now, do you allow? How do you like? I know you're working with Rogue Citizens, aren't you? Working with or it's Michael Sky?
I've been working with Michael Sky
Okay.
solo. Yeah.
How do people are you taking clients? Do you? I mean, I know you have a busy schedule. I didn't know if you're constantly.
I'm taking serious inquiries for sure. I've done all ends of the spectrum of recording. The local guy that just has one song and he wants to record it and it's not so good, but I sit through it. I'm trying not to do that anymore. I'm trying to record serious musicians who actually want to do music as their career. But yeah, that goes out to any serious musician in the area. If you want to come record something, I've been recording music since I was 19 years old, and I would love to put my touch on your project.
Yeah, you've worked with a whole bunch of stuff. 311 recently, you dropped a single with, if I'm getting this wrong, HR 311 and Pacifier, but I know I billed it wrong on the radio because I got yelled at by somebody.
No, I yelled at you. I think I texted you because you said it's
Yo.
311 featuring HR. It was HR's record that I produced, and we got Nick from 311 to be on one of the tracks. And that was, we've done a bunch of shows and cruises with the 311 guys. It was only the last time that we played a show with them, I think, one of the last times we played a show with them that Nick actually talked to me.
Oh.
The other guys are all very friendly and very personable.
I got to chat with Peanut and Nick one day in Atlantic City with me, Magellan. Thank you, Magellan. He hooked it all up, and it was a highlight of my life. And that sounds so goofy, but it's just true.
I mean, 311 is huge, especially if you came up in the 90s and that was like your thing. That was your thing, and 311 fans are very hardcore fans. They stay fans for life.
My wife makes fun of me and tells me Amber's my energy. You're listening to Ocean 98. We got Ted in the studio. Ted, you want to play some music?
Yeah.
It's Live LIXX.
Check, hey. There it is. Here we go. Okay.
I need to clear my head of falling dead. Take the gloves off and come to rest. There's no question what the answer is. I just hope that I can answer it. When it comes time to take a step, will it be another boat going? Set me up just to make the fall. Say this short part is way too tough. Moving up is overrated. The more I do, the more I hate it. And I know you get defeated. Young and dumb forever. I need to take back all the things I said. When my voice was loud and face was red. Never meant to be insensitive. So come on and get back into bed. Riding waves of uncertainty. Catching burns in the third degree. This is what it hasn't always been. So come on, I got some space to fill. Moving on every day. The more I do, the more I hate it. And I know you get defeated. Young and dumb forever.
So I'm gonna do another one. Right. And this was a request from Schwab.
Oh, can you set it up a little bit?
I can. Yeah, we can set it up.
All right. So the other day, I don't know where I saw it. You might have just posted it online. I reached out. I was like, "Yo, can we get a copy?" And you had put together a cover of a Black Pumas song. If I'm not mistaken, it's called Colors.
Correct.
And I did have some questions to ask. I'm glad you queued me up. Do you reach out to them? Like, I was wondering about that. Like, because I mean, I like your version, and I honestly didn't know the Black Pumas version of it. So I sort of, saying, but
Sweet.
And then I had to look theirs up. You see what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
But do you communicate with those bands, or you're just taking it on your own volition?
I mean, anyone can cover any song.
Yeah.
It's not a crime to cover a song, put on YouTube. That person, they're getting exposure by
Absolutely. I
me
ended up going in, and
putting it out there. But they're huge. Black Pumas are huge.
Oh, yeah.
And
They got a show coming up in
know them,
Virginia
so-
Beach. Yeah, no, I didn't know if you did or not. I didn't know if maybe like you've been on a tour bus.
My wife's met them.
Well, she doesn't have a microphone.
She's been on tour with Duran Jones and My Morning Jacket, and they were on a festival that they played. And she got to meet them, and she was geeking out. And she texted me, she's like, "I'm like 5 feet away from the guy."
The Black Pumas in Colors. Here he is, Ted from Pacifier. You're listening to Live Licks right here on Ocean 98.
Woke up to the morning sky first. Baby blue just like we heard. Get up off that ground, shake the leaf back down, make it brown, 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 till I'm clean. Walk out where I'll be shaded by the tree, by a meadow of green. For about a mile, headed to town in style. A good day to be, a good day for me, good day to see my favorite colors. Lost sisters and my brothers, see them like no other, all my favorite colors. Take me to the other side, where little bitty bluebirds fly. Red lights and white walls and blue sky, we gon' fly, be alright. We go, oh, 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 oh. We go, oh, 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 oh. At least I can parade as we renegade in the morning. With all my favorite colors. All my favorite colors. Sisters and my brothers, see you like no other. All my favorite colors. And we go, oh, 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 oh. At least I can say I anticipate a whole parade as we renegade in the morning. All my favorite colors. All right.
That was nasty. Thank you so much. We'll be back with Ted.
Check out the
in just a
16th
couple
annual Bloody
seconds.
Mary contest on Sunday, April 21st from 12.
We're going to get with Ted and get him to answer the Colbert questionnaire in just a second.
Oh.
Because first, I want to talk a little bit about the band Pacifier. If you guys are unfamiliar, Ted Bowne, one of the forming members, maybe the leader of the band Pacifier. Pacifier, formed in 2003, has released a total of 8 studio albums and boasts credits like producing with Paul Leary of Sublime, Pepper, U2, and Slightly Stupid fame. #1 albums on both the Billboard and iTunes reggae charts, and sharing stages with a whole bunch of people. The short list: 311, Pepper, Toots and the Maytals, The Wailers, and John Brown's Body, who is in the band's early years.
Turn the speaker down.
Oh, sorry about that. In the band's early years, inspired them to explore reggae with a gritty edge. Pacifier, the band name, is a takeoff on the Wailers' classic Catch a Fire album, and the band's hypervigilance, I like that word, towards honoring the culture without appropriating it. Ted, that's the end of kind words. Did you appreciate that?
Yeah, all kind words once again.
We've been prototyping it for a couple of weeks, but this is our tour de force as we head into the 2024 season. I really appreciated that Colors tune. That's something
That was
about
great.
that.
Yeah, man. Love that song. Love that band. Great band.
Now, you and the band Pacifier, your band. I don't think I've talked with you plenty about business stuff, but I don't think I've talked to you about this picture right here. We're doing a look at the Pacifier, the band.
Red Rocks.
Yeah, you guys are right in the middle of what looks like to be a sold-out, more or less, crowd at Red Rocks.
Yeah, that was Reggae on the Rocks with Revolution, Iration, Expendables. There were a few other, I think the Meditations. There's some Roots bands that day as well. We were like the third band of 7
That's cool.
that
That's
day,
awesome.
but it was packed all the way to the back by the time we got up there. It was overwhelming.
But that was your first time on the stage at Red Rocks, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that
Yes.
is it. I mean, I had never stood on the stage at Red Rocks, and certainly never performed on the stage at Red Rocks. Even if I stood on the stage, could you feel the history? Was it
Absolutely. All I could think of though was the 25-year anniversary of the South Park thing that happened there with Ween and Primus on the same stage. That's the of all the things that have happened there, the amazing acts. All I could think of the whole time we were playing was Ween and Primus played South Park 25-year anniversary right here on this stage.
That's good. What do you got to say about that, Ski? I can see you easing on that microphone.
No, nothing really.
Well, that's cool, and I want to give a big shout out because like we here at Ocean 98, you have a radio show here Saturday and Sunday. It's called the Ted Bowne Pacifier Radio Hour. We obviously recognize the band Pacifier, but we don't really see Mike, Nick, and Will as often as we'd like. What is the story with your summer tour? What do you guys got coming up?
We don't have a summer tour coming up. We have shows throughout the year, just some festivals throughout the rest of the year. But as of right now, we are not touring, which is why I'm trying to get in for Live LIXX and do more stuff around here because I'm not going to be on the road as much.
Okay, so you've been on the road.
forward.
You've been on the road for like quite
20
a bit.
years.
Yeah, grinding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I see you are going to be at See Here
See Here Now, yeah.
Thank you. I can't say it, but I know it
Bruce
is.
Springsteen's playing this year.
Yeah, that was the biggest Mid-Atlantic music fest till Ocean's Calling came around. And
Yeah.
I know you guys. I didn't see you guys last year. But I know you were here for Slightly Stupid last year for Ocean's Calling. You and your wife. I didn't.
We didn't come.
Oh, you didn't come? Well, that's why I didn't
actually,
see you. I was looking for you, Brianna. What's up with that?
We got flown out to a festival in where was it? In Missouri. And it got canceled as we were pulling up to the festival. So I could
darn
have
it.
gone to Ocean's Calling, but instead we flew out for a festival that got canceled.
Right. Well, now, see, that's I don't know what date that is. September 14th. Is that the weekend before? I mean, is that
Ocean's Calling? Oh yeah, it's
are
like
they
2 weeks
head to
before
head
Ocean's
to it?
Calling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you guys gonna come down to Ocean's Calling this year? Do you think? Any
Yeah,
plans?
I would really like to be there. We don't have tickets or anything. I've reached out to the Tim Sweetwood, who's the main guy in charge. He used to book us at the Masquerade in Atlanta 15 years ago. I've known him for a long time. If Tim's listening, Tim, I reached out. I sent him an email. I would love to do. My wife and I would both love to do a production job, whatever, artist liaison or whatever.
Maddie and I need a couple of VIP
Yeah.
passes.
Well, no, I know. I work for a radio station too. I could probably hit up you guys.
Well,
Yeah.
that's well, no.
that's-
Honestly, all that stuff doesn't come into fruition until later in the summer.
Right.
Yeah, until it's right there.
But speaking of the radio show, I got to say, we have a new guy, Butler, Butler on Saturday and Sunday. He's after you. And I enjoy listening to him. He has a different approach to doing radio, but you just stepped right into radio. I remember we were talking in the hallway once.
Yeah.
And you were telling me your dad was an old NPR guy? Or
My dad has been in Associated Press, RKO Radio, ABC Radio. He does have a show that's syndicated on NPR stations throughout the country now.
Yeah.
As well as he's on a local WEKU in Lexington, Kentucky, a show called Eastern Standard Time. So he's been in radio since he was 19 years old.
Yeah, your show is a pleasure for us. I think everyone at Ocean 98 enjoys it. Ted Bowne.
I
host of the-
appreciate having the chance to do it.
Yeah,
Thank
now,
you.
Did you ever do one beforehand? Because it seems like you just had it down.
No, I would. When I was a kid, I'd go into my dad's radio station, whichever one he's working at, and I would go into the empty studio and make a tape of my own radio show, and then I would go listen to
Nice.
it afterwards. But other than that, no, I never made my own radio show. Yeah, no, total geek.
Nerd.
I went to college for sound design,
I'm
so
just
you know.
joking, man. Yeah,
all the way through.
I think everybody recorded themselves to a certain. I mean, that was a big deal. I'm talking even back to big square recorders.
When you figure out that it has a microphone input on your boombox, you got to record.
Have the little strap on your shoulder and walk around and record people.
Now, I had a Talk Boy. Do you remember that thing?
I do
the
not
Home
know what
Alone
that is.
thing.
Oh, I don't know.
On Home Alone
I've never
2,
seen Home Alone.
he has like this little recorder, and it allows him to like prank the people and gets him into staying at the Plaza Hotel. And I saw that, and I was like, I want to prank people and get to stay at the Plaza Hotel. So I got a Talk Boy for Christmas, and it's pretty cool. It's just a tape player with a microphone on it, but it worked in the early days.
Yeah, Mr. Microphone. I need a Mr. Microphone. Do you know what that is? Where you
No.
talk and it goes to your car radio.
Oh,
God.
man.
The commercial was real cheesy. It has like some girls walking bikinis and like, "Hey, honey, you want to take a ride?" You know, it was real bad.
That's
I
like
loved it.
in Mexico, where the guys just put the speakers on their cars and ride around and like yell out the speakers. At Jamaica too, we saw it in Jamaica.
That's awesome.
That's
Now,
cool.
hey, also real quick, do you want to give a review to the Bob Marley movie One Love? I know you guys
Yes.
saw that. Did you go to the premiere?
Yeah, we went the first night. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's cool.
We went. We were flying out to Cali Vibes, I think, and so we went that night. It was our Valentine's Day date.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
It was good. You know, obviously my band's named after a Bob Marley album, and I consider myself a Bob Marley historian, nerd, whatever you want to call it. I think it was very accurate. Obviously, I didn't know the guy, and there are things that none of us know about celebrities that, you know, I think they did a good job of making him seem human.
Yeah.
And the music was, they had real musicians. They had Family Man's son playing Family Man.
Okay.
And they had Chronic's percussionist playing drums. They had a lot of actual musicians in the modern Jamaican music scene playing parts in the movie. So it wasn't only a tribute to Bob Marley and the reggae that came before, but it was a nod to the reggae scene that's out there now. And these guys are now movie stars, not just music stars, but movie stars.
There you go. Check it out, One Love. It's a biopic of Bob Marley's life. We're talking with Ted Bowne in the Ocean 98 studios. It's Live LIXX. Ted, would you like to play a song?
I would love to.
Yeah.
Let me turn this monitor up just a little bit.
Jump on a train, take me out of the same old thing. I wanna feel no pain. Take me south, further down. Take me south, further down. I wanna jump in a lake. Take me out to an old blue spring. I wanna swim in a cave. Let the water cool me down. Let the water cool me down. While the fish go swimming by the sea at night, and I wish the dimming sky would stay so bright. I wanna hop on a plane to any place with the tires swing. I want a home on the range just to keep me on the ground, just to keep me on the ground. I wanna drive in the rain or in the sun, it's all the same. I wanna step on the brakes, hope to let it slow me down, hope to let it slow me down. While the trucks go speeding past, I'm going off the fast. Don't have $1,000,000 for gas to make it last. While the clouds go floating by, big round and wide. And I wish the dimming sky would stay so bright. night I'm a fool with the blinkers out of bound, with the blinkers out of bound. All awake in the street, reminiscing on a hazy dream. I wonder if I'm asleep. Let the water wake me up, let the water wake me up.
Secrets, Jamaica, USA, where it feels like the tropics all year long. Open today at 4 p.m. Enjoy a relaxing dining experience in our tropical atmosphere.
Matters from Salisbury, Mateo, Salsa Loco, Ocean 13, Pickles, the Purple Moose Saloon on the Boardwalk, Sterling Tavern from Berlin, and our host, Secrets Jamaica USA, 49th Street in the Bay. $20 gets you in the door. If you sample just one Bloody Mary and you're not limited, you get 16 Bloody Marys for $20.
Yeah, that's
Not
pretty awesome.
that it's about the money, Maddie, but the money does go to charity.
Yes.
So there you go. So come out and do your charitable work tomorrow on
Sunday.
Sunday, rather.
Yep, the 21st.
Drink some Bloody Marys with Maddie and I.
I know.
Ted, are you a Bloody Mary man?
Yeah, I like Bloody Marys a lot.
They are good. How often do you have them?
Not often. I think they're like a special treat kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I like a good like piled on with everything.
Yeah,
Bacon.
you should
bring it
come
on.
to the contest.
I think we just looked at each other. We're like, let's
It's
go.
fun. I can set you up in the VIP section. I really
That'd
can.
be beautiful.
'Cause you're a VIP.
right.
We're talking with Ted Bowne from Pacifier, the Pacifarm, and his own solo career, which I guess you're sort of just starting to cultivate that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing solo stuff since before Pacifier. That's kind of how Pacifier got started. Is our drummer saw me playing solo and was like, "You're not bad. Let's play something together."
It's always a good. You're not bad. Come on down, man.
Let's try something.
But it's kind of just been a thing that I do on the side. Pacifier is the main thing, and then I come home and I play at bars for a little bit extra money here and there. But more recently, I'm actually going through our same booking agent and booking festivals and like better shows for better money. And it's so yeah, I am just now sort of starting to develop and cultivate it.
Yeah, I'm excited. Always keep me in the loop about anything coming out of the Passive Farm. I can't wait to hear the new Michael Sky. I've known him since day one, and watching. I feel like an old man saying this all the time, but you can see people progress. And I think that's the wisdom of age, is being able to look and be like, oh, look at this guy. He's gotten so much better. Michael Sky's
undeniably
phenomenal.
talented, and I like he's always very courteous when he comes out to the studio, and I think we're gonna put together some really cool stuff. You'll see very soon.
Word. Now, something we've been doing here, and this is kind of new. I think you're the, fourth version?
Yeah,
Maddie?
maybe. Yeah,
Right.
we're starting to.
So there's a television program called The Colbert, or what's it called? Late Night with Stephen Colbert or whatever?
Yeah.
And now, we're not necessarily, we're not condoning him, and we're not, what do you call it? Accepting him.
Yeah.
Supporting him.
Yeah.
We're recognizing his questionnaire. His crack team of scientists put together a 15-question questionnaire that apparently covers the full spectrum of the human experience. Could I interest you in the questions?
Yeah, please.
All right. Okay. It's pretty basic. It starts off with, what's your favorite or what's the best sandwich, rather?
The best sandwich is the Zunzi's. It's called the Conquistador. It's not as good as it used to be because it was in Savannah, Georgia.
Okay.
It was bought out and is now like a different recipe.
What kind of sandwich is it?
So it's like a piece of French bread with this marinated chicken, and it's got lettuce, tomato, and a white and a red sauce that nobody knows exactly what's in them.
Secret sauce.
And it's amazing. The couple was a South African man and an Italian/Swedish woman, so they had like lasagna and shepherd's pie and all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
But their sandwich, the Conquistador sandwich, by far my favorite. It won best sandwich in the South when they did the like national sandwich thing on TV.
All right. The Conquistador. Number 2. What's a thing you own and you should really throw out?
Oh, my wife is in the room. Just her lies, just like everything. Something.
Whatever you say here, but holds
the entire pile of stuff behind Pacifier's trailer on our farm.
On the Pacifier farm?
There's just a bunch of stuff that we haven't taken to the dump yet that needs to go to the dump. I don't know. For real though, to answer that question, something I own I should throw out. Probably my phone.
I feel that.
I gotcha on that. Number 3. What's the scariest animal?
The scariest animal would probably have to be, I would say like a cat, like a big cat.
Oh yeah.
Not like a domesticated cat, but like a lion or a cheetah or something. Because
Pumas
you're not
scare
running
me.
away from any of that.
Puma just wins.
Yeah, they win every time. A bear also, but you can kind of like outsmart or
You can
outrun
teach a
bear.
bear to ride a bicycle. You can't teach a puma to ride a bicycle.
Yeah,
If you can, I'd like to meet you.
I've seen a leopard I went on a safari in Africa and I saw a leopard about 5 feet away from the Jeep, and it was one of the most scary experiences. I'm afraid of big cats, I think, for sure.
Have you ever asked someone for their autograph?
Yes, absolutely.
Who? Recently.
Most recently, who did I ask for their autograph? You? Did I ask you?
Sign this check.
Oh no, yeah. I asked Bayside. That's right. I asked Bayside for them to sign the vinyl record that I got for my wife. It's her favorite band. She has a tattoo of their lyrics.
Oh,
so
cool.
I was like, this will score points. And we were playing the smaller venue of the bigger venue. They were playing the other side, and that the production manager brought the record over to get signed. They said no.
Oh.
And he brought it back. He's like, I'm sorry. I thought they were going to be nicer about it, but they said no. And I was like, okay, well, she's not going to be happy to hear that.
So you didn't get it signed?
I didn't get it signed, no.
Wow,
I
that's a
asked
good
for the
story.
autograph, but I didn't get it.
Well, you were just saying that for points. You get the points either way now. Apples or oranges?
Oranges.
What do you think happens when we die?
I think we start over in another reincarnation.
All right. Favorite action movie?
Favorite action movie. I'm not an action movie guy.
Still your favorite.
What was The Boys? That's like a series, right? We were watching The Boys recently.
I know what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna change my answer to Blues Brothers. Whatever I said.
Okay.
before.
Yeah, I don't know. You
So
That
that
is an
popped
action
in my-
movie.
Popped in my head right now. Yeah.
The car chase scene is an action.
Window or aisle?
Window.
Really?
But I'm more recently regretting doing that all the time because then you can't stop the people who want to head up to the front before you.
Right.
And so now I want to sit in the aisle every time just so I can put my leg out there and be like, "Are you more special than everybody else?" No, stop it.
Favorite smell?
Favorite smell? Well, we're in a legal state. I love the smell of burning cannabis.
Wow, that's not. You know what? You say burning. I say fresh.
Fresh
Yeah,
cannabis
like
too.
just in like laying on a tray somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I like the smell of Durban poison.
I've had it in Durban. Least favorite smell?
Least favorite smell? Cat food. Cat food.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's it. Wet cat food. Wet cat food.
good one.
Most used app on your phone?
Probably the BPM or Shazam.
Shazam. I'm big on Shazam.
Shazam. I have it in my dock. You can put it in your dock, so you can
Yeah.
get right to it.
Cats or dogs?
Both. We have both. I mean, I've always been more of a dog person, but I love both.
Yeah. Well, that one cat you saw. This is the one I dislike the most, but you have to answer it. You only get to listen to one song for the rest of your life. Go.
Into the Mystic by Van Morrison.
Wow. Heavy choice. What number am I thinking of?
13.
Oh, no, 7.
Always 7, just so everyone knows. Everyone that's listening.
It's always 7?
Yeah, it's always 7.
Oh, okay.
And,
Good to know.
and last but not least, describe the rest of your life in 5 words.
Having a really good time.
Here he is, Ted from the band Pacifier. You're listening to Ocean 98.
That's the wrong track. There we go. All right. We're going to start out with a little dance on this one.
I'm looking back upon my life with no regret. Nothing said to come and I can see a silhouette. Beyond the curtain is another sunset, but I know that when it rises I'll be seeing it again. I got a reason and it's way above the rest. Survival of the fittest and I put it to the test. It's not a race and it's not a contest. I do my best to see what's real. I don't want to pretend, I don't want to pretend. I don't want to do it, and I can't survive. I don't need a bed, I don't need a bed, don't goodbye. It's a body I'm looking forward to the days yet to come. Never guaranteed, but this one already begun. Under the stars and the rising sun, I give thanks to everything and everyone. I got a vision on a visionary quest. Let me clear my throat so I can get it off my chest. Slow the pace and enjoy the rest. There's so much left inside of me. I don't wanna pretend, I don't wanna pretend I can fly. I don't wanna pretend, I don't wanna pretend that I can survive. I don't need a bed, I don't need a bed, don't wanna keep me by. Somebody friends, somebody friends, somebody friends. Hey, thanks, guys.
Thank you, Ted from Pacifier. Thank you, Optics Production, Ski and Luke. Thank you, Ocean 98 listeners. We're getting some texts in. Everyone's really appreciating the show. Thanks a lot, Ted.
Hey, thanks for having me.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Yeah, that's it. See you guys next
All right,
time.
thanks.